Back to the G Suite Core, Mr. Terminal here again, and today I got a very short video for you because security is essentially the same as security you understand in general form. So it's going to be pretty straightforward, but we still have to see what G Suite offers and how we can configure it and where to configure it. It's easy peasy, but let's still go through it. So what is security? Security is a group of concerns that we have to make sure about. It's about compliance, it's about how you're going to authenticate, it's about what is visible to and who it is visible to. So this is general idea of security that we follow in G Suite. Now for an individual, security means security for whole organization, and for user security there's something you need to ensure, some of the best practices, and these are some I have listed down. Enroll the users in the two-step verification. Everybody knows what that is. Something only the user can have. That is what the two-step verification is. One-time passwords is an example. Add secure or update recovery options. So in case you forgot your password, make sure every user has that backup option. Activity alerts, login activity, these are defaults. You don't have to worry much about these, but you have to ensure that they are there and they're active. And in admin console you do have settings to check these. Examine security reports. Temporary suspend a compromised user account or reset their password. This is general common sense again. Audit users account settings. So in case some user is not complying to the standard security that we have decided, make sure we do that. And this is G Suite's security. Basically, this is a security of Google data centers. This is the one it follows in the background. Something users don't have to worry about. But to keep in mind, if you're shifting to G Suite, something you or the client, the organization has to know what is exactly being done for their security, which is of utmost importance. So first, you can read all of these. Google corporate security policies, organizational security, it has asset classification and control, what belongs to whom. Personal security, you only can access what belongs to you. And physical and environmental, or what has been shared with you for that matter. Physical and environmental security, again, not your direct concern, but something Google takes care of. Regulatory compliance, again, this is very, very essential. You can get into a lot of troubles if regulatory is not mentioned. Again, you don't have to worry about it. Google worries about it for you. Disaster recovery, system development and access control, operation security, all these forms are basic structures of an amazing security, and Google offers that in the G Suite. Just something you and your client should know. Now, whatever is in your domain is fine, and you have to share it out in the outside world. Then what do? This is something that I needed to share. Go into your organizations under settings for Drive and Docs in G Suite. Select your organization, and by default it will be off. Turn it on, then you can go into details. For files, if you want to check for files owned by users in galaxy.com, warn them when sharing outside of galaxy.com. Sure, check it. Allow users in Galaxy, so that is your organization, and this is Google's default example, to send sharing invitations to people outside Galaxy who are not using. So require Google sign-ins for external users to view profile. That is very, very important. So external is not completely external, at least it's inside the Google, right? Allow users in your organization to publish files on the web or make them visible to the world as public or unlisted files. So this is also important. As part of an organization, you have to do that sometimes, so you have to enable these. So everything apart from this, what you don't allow is secure, and what you allow is all completely dependent on you, whom you're allowing to, who the user is allowing it to. Now, Vault is another topic I wanted to discuss under security. It is basically an archive Google provides for your emails and for your drives and your files. And in some cases, if the company shut down or you want to store your archive for longer period than allowed at general email specification by Google, then you use Vault. So in many scenarios this is something that is needed, but generally no, you don't use this, but still something you should know when giving it to the client. Last is phases in the security. So as we studied what you do in migration, in each phase we can go through what we do for security in each phase. Now in pre-check, you form a checklist, like what authentication method you need, how are you going to check the visibility, who is going to manage what. That's all you need to do in pre-check. In early adopter, you need to start giving users an option for two-step verification, and see about single sign-on options as well, SSO, in case someone just only knows the short form. When you go to the core IT, start enforcing two-step verifications on the important groups at least. And in go live phases, try to see if everyone is at least on two-step verification, and apply the single sign-on SSO if it is needed. In post go live, all you have to worry about is SSO. Single sign-on, if people don't know what that is, let me just give you a brief. So it's basically a third party. So that's the disadvantage of using single sign-on. Google, you have to use some third-party softwares, applications that give you one password to log into everything. So that's called single sign-on. So these use third-party softwares, and you can sign into everything. So this is also considered a good security and ease for user. So those who are concerned with that, if the organization needs it, you do that in post go live or you can give it to some people in go live as well. And that's phases, and that's basically wrap up the security in G Suite. I told you it is pretty straightforward, but something you need to know and go through. At least for the exam, you should know these steps. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, share the video with those who are concerned with this. Thanks for watching.